Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today we're going back to Your Boyfriend. I accidentally deleted the abusive coffee route, so I might have to redo it again. Not this time. I just I'm gonna download it, and nope, I hit delete. Oh, I'm gonna play it again anyway. I love this game, so play. Enter your name. Digital Wave. Okay, welcome Digital Wave. You two have fun. My life has been chaotic. My family broke into another fit of drama, so I left the nest and ran straight to college. I got an apartment and a job, but even that has become unbearable. Working at the local Greasy Spoon Diner doesn't pay the best, obviously, so finding a roommate was my only recourse to being able to afford an apartment. So this is the only time we actually get indication that our character is going to college. Are they going to college? I always want to wonder that. Now my roommate is always bringing some dropout into the apartment for late night study sessions. My sleep schedule is wrecked, and on top of that, the rent is late. I heard once that you become a roommate with a friend, you won't stay friends for long. In my case, my friendship is strained with my friend making excuses for why they need me to cover their half of the rent. Thanks to the deadbeat, I'm working harder just to scrape by every month. Picking up a second job will drive me to early grave at this point. A lot of people actually do have early second jobs. Technically, YouTube's my second bit of income. Just a tiny bit. The park gives me a chance to have some much needed alone time. And if I could become a teacher, probably, who knows. This part of the park is particularly my favorite because it's untouched by not just family members and college jerks. The only people who come here are the groundkeepers. Even then, they only come by in the morning. Closing my eyes around my face and breathe out the tension from my body so that I can enjoy the peace and quiet. Just then, I feel someone sit down beside me. Startled, I turn to face the interloper.
Whoa, hey, take it easy. It's just me.
Hey, Peter. Just wait, you know my name? The stranger says, trying to keep me from leaping too far off the park bench. You're a jumpy one, aren't you? Scooting awkwardly towards me, a shy smile creeps over his face. I keep my eyes on him like a hawk, unsure what his intentions are. Not once do his unblinking eyes stray from mine. So, are you waiting for a family member or a friend? It just seems like a kind of odd for you to be sitting here all alone like this and so far away from the jogging track. I don't jog, so. The chill runs down my spine. I cross my arms over my chest and slide myself away from him, perching closer to the edge of the bench. Does the same person walk up to you out of the blue and start asking such questions? No, because this is Peter, and Peter's not sane. The stranger picks up on my unease, refraining from moving any closer towards me. Crossing his fingers in between his legs, he smiles warmly. I mean, you don't look like a groundskeeper or one of the old people feeding pigeons after doing Tai Chi. Chinese Pacific. I'm just getting getting some alone time to myself. Things have been pretty intense lately. It's like he wants to wrap his arms around me in comfort. Fingers twitching.
Look, I know this is sudden, very sudden, but may I have the pleasure in taking you out to dinner?
Okay, Peter. Yeah, because I still can't be mean to him. I'm not gonna do the mean route right now. Maybe after doing the nice route. Can I have the pleasure? Never mind. He's weird. I mean, I know he's a weirdo, but I've had far worse. I had a old lady grab my shoulder, bend me, hurt my shoulder because she wanted a hug, even though I already told her no, don't, like, try to back away. It's like, don't give me a hug. I can't tell if this is just him being socially awkward or eccentric. And I mean, it hurt. But why? And then she called me a brat the next time. Yeah, to a manager, and after I told the manager, she's like, seriously? No, you're not a brat. Why is he interested in me, of all people?
Well, I'm your boyfriend. Isn't that why you're here?
Yep. Is that why you're here? Yep. My boyfriend? Why would he be assuming we were in a relationship? The stranger says patiently, waiting for my answer. Dinner sounds nice. I guess. It's not like I'm doing anything anyways, and it would be nice break from the Tony. Can't even pronounce it. God knows I could stand to forget my problems for a few hours. This guy seems interesting enough to keep my mind off things. Yeah, he's a yandere, so of course. Really? That's great. He beams, holding my hand in his own. I'll see you at 7. Standing up from the bench, he pauses, realizing something. Oh, I almost forgot. We need a place to meet up. Sorry. I know I sound absent-minded, but I'm just so excited. How about the old diner downtown? It's nice and quiet and no one will disturb us. The diner downtown? Which one? You know, the one you work at. Oh, okay. Great. See you tonight. And just like that, he hurries off with a skip in his steps, as though he's just won the lottery. He kind of did. I watch as he disappears down the path that bends down a shallow hill. I mean, the person he's been stalking just said yes to a date, so. The park is quiet again. The serene Alonia sing in once more. Songbirds sing in a nearby tree. I sit there for a while, replaying the strange encounter in my head. I suppose I should be flattered that he took such a liking to me. However unusual it seemed, it's not like I've seen in movies or television. But then again, if I were Hollywood attractive, maybe it would be so normal that it would be almost annoying. I feel my cheeks flush as I reflect on him saying, "Can I have the pleasure?" I mean, he was literally actual red flags. A shy smile creeps from the corners of my mouth. He must be new to this, as I am. What a shy, awkward guy. The birds stopped singing as I felt a knot grow in the pit of my stomach. How did he know where I work? Because he's stalking me. 7 p.m. I show up at the diner, feeling rather unusual about meeting someone at the place I work at for a completely spontaneous dinner date, and with a complete stranger who somehow knew that I worked here. Weird. The diner isn't very busy tonight, which is unsurprising even though I work here. The diner isn't my first place for dinner. Maybe he was another customer that I had never paid attention to. While I work, I let my mind drift, and after a while, I go on autopilot. I don't really pay that much attention to names and faces, even if they were regulars. I actually do pay attention. Not everyone, but I do know a lot of people. Maybe he was one of those regulars, building up his courage to ask me out every day, but eventually losing his nerve. It's kind of cute, I thought, though I consider it's wise to I'll consider if it's wise to encourage him. I take my seat and I wait, checking the old-fashioned neon light clock that hangs over the juice box. I notice he's 5 minutes late. I might as well buy myself a milkshake for the meantime. The waitress on tonight's shift is surprised to see me here on my day off. I imagine she will tell me job loyalty is one thing, but the food here isn't worth writing home about. After serving the stuff for a few months now, I agree with her. At least the milkshakes are good. They are really old-fashioned kind, made with real ice cream ingredients. Unlike the powdered milk and flavored syrups at the fast food places, the milkshakes bring everyone to the yard. The waitress must have been less busy than I assumed, because she brought my shake to me a few minutes later. I pulled the spoon from the vintage glass and licked it clean. So good. I stirred the shake a little before I take a sip. A man rushes through the diner's front door like he ran the whole way here, with something tucked carefully under his arm. I immediately recognize his sleeveless hoodie and blue shirt. He quickly scans the diner in panic. He probably thought that I already left. If I already left, he'd be just go to my apartment and watch me. I wave him over and a leaf spreads across his face. Winded, he hurries down to the row of booths and sits across from me. Ah, Peter, you're late. I know. I'm so sorry. I had to make a quick stop. As he speaks to me between breaths, I try to place where he might have been before coming here. The stranger pulls out a long white box that he was carrying, placing it on the table and sliding it over to me. Here, I bought this for you, thinking about earlier today in the park. It must have been a little creepy to ask you for a date on the spot. I've actually had that happen. I thought I might get you a little something as a way of apologizing. Coworker did it. And then there was one that hinted around at other people if I was single. And if it was awkward for you, of course. So that one was even more creepier. He got something for me, really? It had better not be a severed head or fingers or something. I opened the box. I set the 2 long stream roses with deep red petals. The thorns were removed, and they're bound by a shimmery black silk ribbon. Oh, they're lovely, thank you. I take the roses in my hand, gingerly, as if they were steel. I draw the aroma in deep. They're so wonderfully fresh and fragrant. It's no bouquet or anything, but I thought they looked nice. He smiles as he watches me admire his gift. They are nice, thank you. I place the flowers back in their box, and the stranger reverses his eyes for a bit, as as to not stare at me, nagging questions I have hanging over my head like a storm cloud. And while he was in good mood, I figured that I should inquire at will about this cute but bizarre stranger. Dinner is in a greasy spoon diner with a stranger carrying a box of roses didn't seem ordinary, and if I had to make sure that he wasn't going to propose at the cash register, oh, he probably would. Peter. I stirred the milkshake with the straw for a second or two. So, how do you know that I work here? Oh, well, I walk by this place very often on my walk, so I catch a glimpse of you through the window from time to time when you're working. I tried coming in, but I get cold feet, just keep walking like a loser. He stares down at the table in shame, cueing me to reach over and give him his hand a reassuring pat. No, you're not a loser. Do you know what? I don't even know your name. My name? The smile on his face fades into a light grimace before his gaze drifts off to the side. I really do not like my name. Honestly, I would rather be called anything else, like a nickname or something. He must have really horrible name or really horrible parents that he wants to socialite with. Okay, how about YB? How about YB? He seems pleased with that. What I came up with, despite how silly or tacky it might have been. Yeah, that's much better. Honestly, thank you. I reassure him another gentle squeeze. The expression of disgust instantly evaporates into a delight over his new name. Well, I didn't realize until now, but he must have some really beautiful blue eyes. The vivid color left me taking in their deep blue hue, not noticing I was staring until he clears his throat. Are we having a moment? We're having a moment. A blush spreads across his face as he squeezes my hand back. Sorry. I pull my hand up from his, cursing myself for staring. Just like that. Great. Now I'm the awkward weirdo. Heat radiates from my cheeks, and I imagine them glowing bright red like Christmas light. The thought makes my cheeks warmer, the blush deepening. He chuckles and shakes his head. Hey, there's nothing to be sorry for. Reassuring me with a soft smile, he looks around for something to break the tension, eyes falling upon my milkshake. Hey, I was supposed to buy you something. Well, how about you kind of already did. I point to the box of roses. Besides, we could share this, just as long as I get the cherry deal. I scoot the milkshake towards him. He looks at to the side, reaching over to take it. Man, our first date and you're the one buying. I'm very terrible at this. Well, how about you buy next time? His eyes go wide in surprise. Next time you want to meet up again? Well, this wasn't a total disaster, right? So yeah. I mean, I guess it wasn't. I don't think so. But I don't want to argue with you. It was cute seeing him struggle for a coherent thought, while also trying to restrain his happy energy. All just from being around me. Still, as much as I'm enjoying his company, I can't stay long. I look out the window in a bit of exaggerated way in order to get his attention. It's getting dark. I don't like walking home at night. How about we continue this on our next date? Yeah, I feel like someone's following me when I walk home at night. Raising up from my seat, I pull out one of my napkins from the dispenser. Do you have a pen? Oh, I think I do. He pulls one from his pocket and hands it to me. I write down my name and number. Here, call me and we can hang out again soon, okay? Taking the pen and napkin from my hand, he gazes down at the number in complete awe before looking back up at me. Of course, I would love to see you again. I walk to the register and pay for the shake. With a quick look back to him, I wave the diner. With brisk pace, I make my way to the apartment before nightfall. The evening air cools my skin, but for some reason, I feel warm the whole walk back. I'm falling back in my apartment, quietly walking to my room so that I don't disturb my roommate. Judging by the thumping and moaning sounds coming from the other side of the wall, they seem to have another study session. Yeah, they're playing Mario Kart. Crap. I wish they would be more quiet. I have to live here too. They're totally playing Mario Kart. I don't bar to turn on the lights in my room and flop face first into the mattress, limp spread wide. Laying out a long groan that made the couple next door pause for a brief moment. I roll onto my back and stare up at the ceiling. Despite having so many other things in my mind, my thoughts never stray far from YB. Looking over the box that's still in my hand, I open it up one more time and put out the bundled roses, and smiling a little, I draw in their sweet fragrance again. I hope he calls soon. Well, he's definitely gonna call soon. Kid's right there. On to day 2. So did you have a nice time with YB? Don't answer that. It's time to get up and face another day. I roll over in my bed for a moment. Every inch of my body is begging me to wake up, but I don't want to. I feel so sleep deprived. I fight the will to wake up for a moment, rubbing my eyes before sitting up in my bed. I'm a mess. I love collecting books, but I never really have time to read them. And I have a whole bunch of collection of books and video games. I won this plushie at a carnival. It still smells like cherries. I've seen this plushie before, but it blew up at one point, and people swore up and down that somehow it could alluded to this overwhelming feeling of dispain, despite smile. Now that I see up close, I get what they mean. It had a matching flush that they released after it, but it sold out in hours. That's weird. Dirty clothes I have yet to wash. I've been too busy or exhausted to get these done. I never wear most of my clothes anymore. At this point, it's just piling up and making it difficult to see inside. Kinda just like mine. My trusty old game daddy. I love playing some Grave Harvest while I'm trying to unwind. I'll turn it off. Top Pokemon. 9:12 a.m. Oh my god, I'm late for work. Finally dressed, I rush out of my bedroom, making my way into the kitchen section while I normally put my work keys.
Hey, looks like someone's in a hurry.
Holy crap, Lucy! Jeez! Startled by the son voice, I turn around and look over towards my roommate, who just looks as surprised as I am. Whoa, chill, my dude. What's got you all jumpy this morning, early in the morning? For a moment, I'm surprised she's not even irritated that I called her by her name. She's only allowed it with people she trusts. I then shake my head, focusing back on my predicament. And wait for work. I gotta bolt before I lose my job. I frantically try to explain as I grab my keys from the kitchen counter and try to hurry my way towards the front door. So no coffee then? She makes her way to the coffee machine to turn it off. As much as I have many issues with my roommate's lifestyle, lack of job, and always leaving me with the rent, at least she keeps the place clean and makes coffee for me every morning. I guess it's these little gestures that hold me back from looking for a new place and a new roommate. No, not today. Thanks though. I answer before taking my leave, not entirely closing the door behind me as I bolt my way down the stairs and out of the apartment building. Great way to start to a new day. At least I'll be seeing YB today, so that's something on the upside. It's Sunday. There's hardly any customers on Sunday mornings, but even then, it doesn't excuse my tardiness. Rushing through the front doors of the diner, I dash into the kitchen, grab my apron off the coat hanger and along the far end of the wall. The apron seemed to be the only place where grease stains don't get all over me. The apron seems to be the only place. Yeah, because this apron's supposed to do that. Fumbling to tie the apron on, I rush over towards the time clock and snatch my time card to punch in. Wait. According to this, I already clocked in. Who could have? My attention snaps towards the sound of approaching footsteps. Whoever it is, they're not trying to be discreet as they carry a clanking stack of dirty dishes back from a table.
There you are. Where have you been?
TK!
I've been covering your shift for the past 45 minutes without the boss even knowing you're not here.
TK rushes right by me as they gently place the dishes into the sink of a soapy hot water. Wiping their hands, TK sighs loudly enough to make sure that I hear it. They like this all the time though, always acting like they're the big sibling to everyone and they keep things in one piece. I huff as I try to think of an excuse that doesn't sound as pathetic as my alarm didn't go off. But the truth is all I have, so I try to downplay the issue. Sorry TK, my alarm clock didn't go off. Again, I don't get why you're making such a fuss. We're pretty much dead on Sunday morning. You clearly weren't paying attention when you came in, barging in. Oh, TK savage. TK wipes their hands on their apron before gesturing for me to look out through the service window. What the? Are you kidding me? Why are there so many old farts here? I try not to raise my voice to a point that the fiber chomping boomers outside did not hear me. A tour bus came along. That's what happened. Now stop asking questions and start waiting tables. Okay, TK. TK hands me a spare notepad and pencil and nudges me out of the kitchen. Great, here I am, hoping I would have an easygoing day. So much for that. The breakfast crowd is rough, to say the least. The less I talk about the customers, the better. But today really pushes my patience. A couple of customers have ever friend refused to pay for their breakfast because it was slow and that they did not get their coffee cups filled 5 or 6 times. I had to smooth things out with a smile so sugary sweet that it would have given them a cavity. Luckily, I have a bit of a charisma and have been able to smooth all but the toughest of customers. Sometimes it's just easier to give them a IOU saying that their next meal is on the house if they really are that ticked off. They leave quickly and never come back, and we don't lose money, so it's a win-win. It's just strange that some of the worst customers are the oldest. I guess you don't have much use for common decency or human kindness when with one foot in the grave. Actually, it's the younger people. Or older ladies. Such a hassle. That old lady literally tried to force me into a hug. Excuse me, eventually the crowd starts dying down. Most have leaving to do some sightseeing, others staying to order more coffee or lunch. At least these are the kind of customers that mind their own business and are more focused on eating or talking. Staggering into the kitchen, I let out a long sigh and rest against the wall, finally able to take a moment to relax. I know you want to get off your feet, but you missed a table. TK sneaks over to my side, giving me a gentle nudge before pulling back out to the dining area. I know which one I'm talking about. I roll my exhausted eyes and look over towards them. Can't you do it? I don't feel like having some Karen hurl their cereal out on me again. I would, but you owe me for covering your butt for an hour. Damn, it must have. They have a point. With a groan, I lean against myself off the wall, trying to strain my posture and stumbling back out. Scanning the booths, I check all the tables I had already gone, matching their faces and orders, table by table. I don't think I missed any. A voice chimes in from the booth to my right. Hey there, stranger. Peter! Kiss him on the cheek. Hey, cutie. He seems to be caught a little off guard, though instantly beams as he rubs his cheek. Alright, kissing after the first date? Have you no shame? He teases. Hey now, I'm not the one who asked you out on a date out of the blue. It's you who should be ashamed. True. What? Yet here you are trying to seduce me into giving you a hearty tip. He spoke, musing his eyes along my body. Peter, I already know you well enough that you're already planning my kidnapping me, so. Ah, dang, you caught me. I guess I'll have to try harder next time. As soon as I say this, I feel him sneak his hand and along my wrist, pull me closer to him. As a very carvelous smirk curls on his lips. Harding a kiss on the cheek. My interest is piqued. I never knew he was a wild one, considering how tame he seems like yesterday. Somehow seeing this other, more forward side to him was We already know. Oh, whirring. Eventually, I pull away from his subtle hold, reaching around and undo my apron. Anyways, we still on for lunch? I ask, watching the hungry look in his eyes fade and going back to being the casual man I met yesterday. Of course, anywhere you'd like, darling. Alright, let me get my coworker. Tell my coworker that I'm going on my break. Can't just dish some, you know. No, of course not. You go on ahead. I'll be here when you get back. He winks at me fortuitously before I leave. Fortaciously before I left. Take my leave. God, why is it turning me on so much? I walk back to the kitchen area, hang up my apron just as TK approaches me.
Oh, and who was that?
My boyfriend. They take a glance at the dining area before returning their attention to me. He's my boyfriend. It's crazy because we just barely met yesterday and he asked me on a date right out of the blue. Probably don't need to say that. I just need to say, he's my boyfriend. They don't seem to respond well to this as they give me a little frown. That's rather quick. So, he's just here to see you, right? Actually, he's here to take me out on a little break date. We might stop by my place and get some lunch before coming back.
Oh, so it's serious then.
They call my boyfriend DA. They try to look as though they aren't bothered by this. Maybe, I don't know. I'd love to see where this goes. Honestly, with how crazy everything in my life has been, this guy is nice change. TK seems troubled, attempting to keep a forced smile on their face. I guess it's just that I kind of hope that maybe I could treat you to lunch sometime. Bless their heart. I know they kind of got a thing for me, though things have been so crazy, I don't think dating a coworker would help out. Well, I gotta get going. I murmured awkwardly, starting to shift my way over towards the diner area. I could speak. They gave me a small nod in response, tucking their hands onto their apron pockets. Yeah, don't want to keep him waiting or anything. Just be sure to make it back in about an hour or so. I don't want to cover any more of your shift today. No worries, I'll be back before you can say, "Dear God, where is Digital Wave?"
But I say that all the time, and you still don't show.
Why do I have that job still? Okay, you got me. Hey, just don't take too long. Now shoo. YB stands there with a blank expression on his face, almost as though he's lost in thought. He doesn't seem to recognize me as I approach. Hey, are you alright? He snaps back to Rowdy after I reach over and nudge his arm. Huh? Oh yeah, I'm fine. Just a little burned out is all. I had a very long night, very late night. Late night? Do you work as a security guard or something? Oh no. He shakes his head and chuckles to himself. I wouldn't say that exactly. My night hobby isn't something I could pay the bills with. I mainly test and review products. Test products? Are you a consumer reporter tester? A consumer report tester of some kind? Something like that. I just mainly feel myself testing products like appliances, little inventions that claim to work, food, life hacks, that sort of thing. So, YouTuber. Sometimes I have a small company pay me to test their items to help them gain exposure. It doesn't pay for a good review from me though. That sounds like a fun job. A lot better than working here. It has its perks. So ready to head out? Yeah. I can't be gone for long though. TK needs me back in an hour. I'm sure TK will be fine if you're running a minute or two late. Besides, it's gonna be slow here for the rest of the day anyway. I guess so. So here we are. Don't think I'm that kind of person who just here we are. Don't think I'm the kind of person who just let anyone who let just anyone in during a second date. Of course not. You're clearly a person with class, though it doesn't explain why you're dating me. I roll my eyes, reaching over to unlock the door. Hey, you're the one who asked me out. You're just lucky that you were too cute to turn down. I feel his warm hand rest against my lower back, and my body trembles. His gentle touch slowly trails upward. His tender caress makes my body burn.
I can't help it. You're far too irresistible.
Hey! None of that in the hall.
Startled, I spin around from my apartment door. I could feel that my cheeks are still flush from YB's touch, and I try to compose myself. Jeez, you scared the crap out of me. Did you wave? I didn't expect you back so soon. Shouldn't you be at work? My landlord looks as cranky as ever. I'm just taking a lunch break. I'll be back in, it's only for an hour. The landlord seems unfazed by my excuse, and I quickly turn his attention towards YB. And you are? YB, I'm Digital's boyfriend. YB says unwaveringly and clearly irritated by being interrupted. Yeah, boyfriend, sure. It's like he already knows he's stalking me. YB continues to glare at him, but the landlord, completely disinterested by the wacky stranger, turns his attention back to me. Anyway, I suppose you can guess why I'm here. I groan as I turn to lock the front door. Yeah, I know. I'll talk to her when I see her later tonight, okay? If you see her tonight. You can't keep covering for Lucy like this, Digitwave. Look, I appreciate that you're killing yourself to keep a roof over her head, but this has getting out of hand. I know I've been running out of excuses to defend my roommate, but my mind keeps searching for them. I stop messing with the door lock when I realize I've just been playing with my keys to keep from facing the landlord. I feel like a child being scolded. But I'm an adult. I had better act like one. I hung my arms to my side, trying to hold back a sigh. I turned my attention back towards my landlord. I know you know, but I have to put my foot down, Digitwave. She's following her contract one too many times. But think about yourself. She dumps her half of the rent on you, leaving you to work triple shifts in a dead-end, greasy spoon diner. Listen, I admire a hardworking person, I do, and I get that you're trying to be a good person, and you don't want to be bad, but you can't kill yourself like this. She needs to go. I'll look into finding a new roommate. I'll look into finding another roommate. I mumble under my breath, completely defeated. I'm so close to trying to defend her, but I'm I'm twice as tired from having to cover her half of the rent. Alright, that's good to hear. I'll start terminating her contract. It gives me a mild look of concern, though through and through his gruff stare, it's hard to see. It's still there. Listen, it's rough putting this on you, but I don't want to look like the bad guy here. My ex-wife does that to me enough. I'll make it look like I'm convicting the both of you, and And once she's gone and out of that room, I'll give you the first month free while you find another roommate. No need to look. I'm right here. What? Peter? Don't offer. You're just gonna kidnap me anyway. I haven't noticed that YB has been straying his posture, as if trying to size himself up against the landlord, in a silent game of male dominance. That's if you don't want me to move in. The landlord doesn't seem terribly keen on the idea, and looks at me with a glint of objection. Really? Because I'm throwing you a bone with one roommate, there will not be a second chance. YB's offer catches me completely by surprise. I'm speechless, but after seeing the landlord's critical glare, I reach over and take YB's hand into mine. Yes, really. The landlord shakes his head in disapproval, but deep down, he knows that this is probably easier to deal with in the long run. Fine, have him come by my office after you two are done doing whatever you two were going to do, and get a contract signed up. But I want his references and financial information first. I don't want another deadbeat in my building. Okay, thank you, sir. The name is Don Williams, kid. But just call me Mr. Williams. I need to get my head examined. He grumbles to himself and heads back to his office, finally leaving the two of us alone. Well, here we are. I extend my arm out, as if showcasing the layout of the place. Walking in, he scans the apartment, looking rather pleased with what will be likely be his new living space. No, with all joking aside, this could be his living space. Not bad at all. A little bigger than my apartment, so this is gonna be an upgrade for me. Yeah, what apartment? He looks back towards me and clears his throat. I would love to see, air quotes his apartment. Hey, sorry for putting you on the spot like that. I don't mean to butt into your conversation and deem myself as your new roommate. It's fine, certainly. Makes things a lot easier for me. That you have a decent job, and don't do that too often, okay? Just don't do that too often, okay? Cross my heart. With a smile on his lips, he walks over to me, taking my hands into his, and hope to die. I don't know if that's the way he says those lines, or maybe the look in his eyes, but I can't help but gaze back as he steps closer, his body nearly up against mine. He cups his hand against my cheek, gently caressing my skin as he leans forward, pressing a gentle kiss against my brow. My heart is pounding as he tenderly cherishes me in such a manner, laying out a small hum as his lips trail down to my other cheek. With a serpent-like tone, He whispers in my ear. God, I could eat you alive right now. Peter? I lock my eyes, completely unaware that he backs me up against the kitchen counter. A gasp escapes my lips the moment I felt something thick, warm, and wet settling along my neck. His tongue. His other hand begins to trail down my wrist, pulling my hips flush against his own in a nearly grinding movement. Stupid Wen. Oh God. YB turns his head, laying out a irritated groan as he glares over to my roommate as she bursts through the front door. Lucy, hey, you're home. Oh, not for long. I'm gonna hit the bottle, but it seems you two need some alone time. You're just getting some lunch real quick. Yeah, just a quick lunch break before going back to work.
Nothing like eating out for lunch.
Lucy, oh God. She makes her way to the front room and grabs a small bag of pot she keeps tucked away on her mattress. She stuffs it down between her breasts before checking her pockets for the lighter. Well, you two, take your time. Mr. Williams wants me to meet up with him for some bullcrap or other. I'll be back later tonight, though. Hey, maybe you and I could have a little date tonight for once. You know, if you're not too tired after this. Sure. Since when does Lucy ever want to hang out? Maybe she knows she's getting kicked out and is trying to swing things up with me. Sure. Great. She beams, walking over towards where we are and places a peck on my cheek. I'll catch you later tonight, darling. Lucy? Lucy? He's giving me a death glare, and he's been calling me darling, so I probably shouldn't be calling me darling, Lucy. I'm caught off guard by this gesture, looking rather confused as she pats YB on the back. Don't rough her up too much. Don't rough Digital Wave up too much. I prefer my roommate being able to walk. Well, is it gonna beat me up? Please go, Lucy. Lucy, please go. Oh, and I want some. I got some. Lucy, I love you too. With that, Lucy finally leaves the room, locking the door behind her, possibly to make sure we're not disturbed again. After a moment of silence, I step away from YB, a little, looking down at the floor while feeling both embarrassed and very, very frustrated. I'm gonna go see what leftovers we got stored away in the fridge. I say in a hushed tone, biting my lower lip, as my eyes drift back towards him. The devious glint was still in his eyes, but casually he nods in agreement. Yeah, can't send you back to work with an empty stomach. Why can't the rest of the day be like this morning? The moment I get back from lunch, the place is dead, as it is my dream job. TK walks up, dressed in their casual clothes and hands tucked away in their pockets. They are young, and they can see me approach. You're already clocked out? Yeah, I'm ready to go home and die. Oh, don't do that. I still need your help tomorrow. They chuckle, holding open the door for me as we both take our leave. TK starts heading to their car, rummaging for with their keys for a moment before pausing, turning their attention over to me. Hey, can I talk to you about something? Sure, what's up? They hesitate a bit, looking back to the side as he mustered the courage to speak. About that guy, YB, I know I have no place to say anything, but I got a creepy vibe from him. Creepy? How do you mean? It's just that it seems like he has his eyes on us the whole time we were talking. I don't know. Yeah, that's because he's yandere. You're just paranoid. They shift uncomfortably where they stand, still fiddling with their keys. Anyway, I'll catch you tomorrow. Be careful walking home. Yeah, you too. With that, TK gets into their car, flying with the engine for a second or two before starting it up and driving off. I understand their concern, and maybe they're right. YB and I just went on a 5-minute date, and he was ready to have fun in the kitchen. Maybe we're moving too fast. Yeah, we're gonna make cookies. Lucy hasn't come back yet? Odd, she's normally home at a reasonable time. Well, normally by her standards anyway, guess I shouldn't be surprised that she isn't back yet. Closing and locking the door behind me, I don't bother turning on the lights as I shuffle my way to my room in the dark. Opening the door to my room, I reached over to flip the light switch. I don't have much of these, but I'm damn sure I can make a mess with them. It was a farewell gift from my dad. He was saying gonna count every second. Okay. Who keeps opening this? Oh, damn it. Did Lucy forget to even pay the utility bill, too? Setting my things down on my bed, I feel my way out of my room, looking around, inky void before me. I think we have some candles placed somewhere. What? Or who did I just bump into? Lucy, is that you? YB Peter? That's definitely Peter. Whoever it is, they stay quiet. Mr. Williams, are you in here? I whisper again, my heart races faster and the silence only grows. Someone wraps their arms around me and I feel something like a wet cloth covering my mouth and nose. I try to break free, but they don't loosen their grip. Oh God, I'm starting to feel drowsy and weak. Who's doing this? Why? A chill runs down my spine as I feel something that feels like a kiss against my cheek. Then I hear a familiar, seductive voice whisper in my ear.
I'll see you tomorrow, darling.
I'll see you tomorrow, darling. What is he? Let's continue to day 3. What? I'm back in my room? My head is pounding. What happened last night? Oh God, that's right. I wasn't alone. The one who attacked me, his voice was just like... YB, why did he do that? Why did he do that? TK's right. There's something wrong with him. I need to call YB and talk to him about this. Where's my phone? could that be? If it's YB, it's probably best to get this out of the way. I just need to be careful. One part of me hopes that's YB, then again, another part of me doesn't. I have so many questions, but now I'm too scared to ask them. Coming. Quickly making my way towards the door, I take in a deep breath and look through the people. Oh, it's Don. Mr. Williams. Sorry about that, I thought you were someone else. Paranoid enough not to answer the door, huh? Sorry. Mr. Williams doesn't seem to acknowledge the apology as he crosses his arms and continues. I had a war with Lucy about the termination of her contract. Well, both of yours, but she didn't take it well. I can imagine. Mr. Williams seems to be uneasy as he continues. She tried to convince me to at least keep you here, saying that she recently got a job somewhere and will pay you back from all the times you covered her. She did? Yeah. Anyway, long story short, she'll be by later today to start packing her things, so I suggest you make it look like you're packing up too. I feel a sinking feeling in my gut. I was ready to let her go. Yeah, she's the one who's pleaded for Mr. Williams to not kick me out. It's too late now to go back on this. Oh, don't worry, I'm gonna have to pack my stuff anyway. Peter's probably is gonna kidnap me. The older man clears his throat as though to get my attention. Anyway, if you need some boxes, I think I got some spare in my office. No, I think I'll be fine. No, I think I'll be fine. I got someone in the van. I just shove it there. My PC. I tried to politely decline, giving him a weak smile. I need to start getting ready for work anyway. I don't want to be late again, like yesterday. What exactly happened? Slept through your alarm or something? No, it's just that. I don't know, I still need to clear a few things before making excuses. Mr. Williams seems deep in thought. As I said this, the man musing his fingers along his scruffy chin. Well, I won't hold you up any longer. I'll see you later tonight. That's weird. Anyway, I better wash up and head out. And here we are looking down the barrel of the blower, the minimum wage, possibly expired food, and not just customers. At least I won't be here for long today. I better hurry and clock in. Oh yeah, I don't need to do anything. Hey, Digital Wife, I texted you earlier. You did? Pulling out my phone from my back pocket, I turned it on to check my messages. Weird. I'm not seeing anything from you. Well, I did. Anyway, I was trying to tell you that there's no work today. We had a break-in last night. I wonder if Peter just got on the phone and made it so they are blocked. My brain's like Peter just blocked everyone. Blake in who?
Not sure yet. The kitchen is a wreck though. The back door is completely busted in, all the cooking equipment is banged up, and the boss's office is completely ruined.
Jesus. Was anything stolen? I don't know. Just then a distressed holler is heard in the kitchen area. I can't make out what's being said, but suddenly an officer quickly makes his way out of the kitchen, radioing for ambulance. He looks completely distraught. As soon as he makes the call, he turns his attention to us and asks us to wait outside. Why? What's going on? The officer doesn't say anything at first, still looking as though he's trying to process what he saw. Please, we found a body locked in the freezer. He's finally managed to explain. I need you two to wait outside, okay? TK's shoulders drop upon hearing this. A what? Wait, outside, please. Is all he mutters. He doesn't seem to have energy to repeat himself. This is still... there's still silence between me and TK and me. Even though the car is driving by, people walking around us, and the wailing of sirens in the distance. Everything seems so quiet. Christ, now I feel bad for wanting to a little more excitement in my life. You and me both. You don't think we're gonna be suspects, do you? Best to wait out here until they call us back in. We don't even have scary cameras in the place, so it could be anyone.
Oh, there you are! I've been looking everywhere for you!
Oh God, you have me worried sick. Are you alright? What did they say? If they blame this on you, I swear to God I'll... Peter? Even the smile dialogue, you would indicate that, yeah, he definitely did this. We need to talk. I say in a firm tone. Talk? He says with confusion. Why? What did I do? I'm gonna take a guess and say killed someone. Body in freezer. I hesitate to ask. I hesitate to say if TK. I hesitate to say it with TK there. By my bomb lip, I take YB by a sleeve of his shirt and look over towards my coworker. Could we have a moment? This is kind of personal. I can see the glint of joy in their eyes upon assuming there's something wrong between me and YB and me. Yeah, sure. You two go ahead. I'll let you know if they call us in for questioning. Still tugging his shirt, I guide YB over across the street into a nearby alley, finally letting go and glaring at him. You knocked me out last night. Why? YB looks surprised at this, not knowing how to respond at first, as he tries to mouth out some kind of excuse. Me? I didn't knock you out. I was back in my place after I took you back to work yesterday. I swear, on my mom's grave, even if she was dead, she would sure would be nice if she was. Peter, you have some issues. Gets loud word a lot. I crossed my arms, showing that I wasn't buying this bullcrap excuse. I'm not an idiot, YB. You knocked me out when the whole place went black, and I'm not happy about it. YB doesn't attempt to lie any further as his shoulders slouch, eyes to the ground. Sorry, I didn't want to freak you out. I was there, so I panicked. You're practically living there now, and you just so happened to carry chloroform with you when you came over. Like, why do you have chloroform in the first place, Peter? Why? Yes. I've changed my mind. You're not moving in. But why? But why? Because of you. That's why. You're the one that keeps me awake at night. You're the one who always on my mind. The one who makes my heart beat over at my chest each time I see you, smell you. You want the truth? The truth is I'm mad to the point where I caress your skin while you sleep, soundly each night. wanting me to feel you hug you. Wait, what? What? You asked, and I answered, I'm opening my heart to you. Being forward, honest, truth matters in a relationship, and I'm tired of keeping things from you. YP steps closer, his hands resting on the wall behind me. I love you. I loved you to the moment I saw you at the diner. I want nothing more to storm in there. So I had to follow you instead, study your pattern, memorize your schedule, practically what to say. When you were finally alone and not working, the park was perfect to finally approach you. YB smirks as he leans closer. A dark glint was in his eyes as he cups my cheek in his hands. You're upset with me now. For last night, sure, but you and I can make things work now. No more hiding, no more secrets, just us. Say this, YB parts his lips a little. A long and glistening tongue sneaks out from his fang-filled maw.
God, I could against this wall right now.
Peter. Hey, slow down. Hey now, slow down. It's like, slow down, Peter. Slow down. There's cops right there. I say as I rest my hands on his chest, gently pushing him away from me. YB seems to enjoy feeling my touch against him. The man's giving me a shoulder sigh as his gaze never leaves me. How could I? He whispers in a lustful tone. Everything about you makes me want to do the most horrible things to you. We're talking about different horrible. I don't know if I'm more disgusted with the confession of his stalker-like behavior, or what he's done to me in my sleep. just like. I mean, to be fair, if he was in my bed, I think I probably would wake up. I'm just saying. I definitely would. Also, I probably wouldn't be rolling around and almost fall. That's for sure. Or the realization that I find these actions of him arousing. I mean, at least I'm not rolling off the bed and getting hurt. Look, well, talk about this later tonight, okay? Let's set some ground rules for something, so you don't need to break into my apartment to, YB seems to take my response well, like his animal-like posture softens a bit, his lustful smile fading to a content grin before leaning forward and pressing a kiss against my neck. I know you would understand, my love. My body shivers upon feeling his lips against my skin, followed by those words with such a seductive tone. Well, I better head back over to TK. They're waiting for us. YB finally pulls away from placing one last kiss along my jawline, composing himself with the same devious grin on his face. You go ahead. I'll be at your place for a while until you get back. I don't want to have that. I can't wait to have that little talk with you. Saying this, he licks his teeth with his unnatural tongue, giving me a wink before casually taking his leave out of the alleyway. Dear God, what have I gotten myself into? My attention is drawn back to TK. He was still smiling and was still waiting for me to cross the street. I peek out and look around, making sure YB isn't working around before crossing the street. Thank God, you're back. They say with such a relief. But that relief is gone the moment they see the look on my face. Oh no, what happened? Nothing. Nothing. I'm just still not over what's going on here. I turn my attention back over to the diner. There's more officers now and the ambulance. I just hope it's not someone we know. I doubt it. I only know 2 other people besides you and YB, and they're both back home. Oh god. What is it? Lucy didn't come home last night. Wait, don't you think? You don't think? I don't answer as I speed past TK and charge into the diner, pushing aside the still-riled officer as I make my way into the kitchen area. Oh god, please, no. I feel someone pulling me away from the scene, verbally demanding I keep my distance. No, that's my roommate. That's Lucy. I dragged back into the diner. TK's coming to my side, attempting to calm me down. My outburst caused a scene, and there's more questions than attended after identifying the body. I do my best to give as much information as I can. I don't know anyone who might have done this to her. I do. I mean, Lucy was always with a questionable crowd, but I never saw her doing anything that might get her killed. Thanks for walking me home, TK. That's no problem. We're off for a while, so I'll be checking up on you tomorrow morning, if that's alright. That actually. Thanks. TK takes steps closer and hugs me. Their embrace tight as they nuzzle against my cheek. If you need anything, I'll be a phone call away, alright? I can't help but hug them back. TK's always been so sweet and supportive, despite how many times I ignore their feelings for me. I need to make it up to them sometime. TK finally pulls away and pats my shoulder. I'll see you tomorrow morning. Try and get some rest and sleep. With that, they take their leave, hands shoved in their pockets, and head hanging low. YB sitting on the sofa, as though he's been waiting for me the whole time. The moment he sees me walk in, he jumps to his feet and hurries over towards me, giving me a tight embrace. There you are, dear God. That took forever. I was getting worried. My grip is worried as I wrap my arms around him. Not sharing the same kind of force today has been exhausting. Sorry about that. A lot goes into these investigations, I guess. Pulling away, I walk over to the kitchen area, set my keys on the counter, and see the coffee pot still has some coffee left from the day before. You know, she always saved me some if I didn't have any that morning. I know. Jeez, come in. Coming in. Come in. Hey, kiddo.
I heard what happened.
The landlord says, getting straight to the point with his arrival. He glances over to YB for a moment and sneers at the man before turning his attention back to me. I just wanted to come by and check up on you. To be honest, I'm not doing great. Life is a real mess right now. Even my boss is riled by it. It's his first murder case. Even my boy is riled by it. It's his first murder case, after all, so he told me everything. Your son is an officer? Yeah. He and his boys were here earlier to see if they could find anything. Her room was filled with nothing but job applications. Some, toys and various knickknacks. Nothing else, hinting to why it happened to her. So, it's a cold case? YB asked, stepping closer to my side. No, not yet. They're gonna keep digging around. They better find this prick before I do. Sure, Dad. Now, can you go now, please? Digital Life is clearly upset, and I don't need you around to badger them with the situation or rent. Excuse me? This involves both of my residents. I have every right to be here, you little grub. Well, that sounds nosy. How do you know you're not the one who killed Lucy? What did you say? Both of you stop. I'm not in the mood. Both Mr. Williams and YB do stop, giving one last glare at a chair, before Mr. Williams turns his full attention towards me. Look, he's not moving in. Lucy is not Lulu is not a replacement, and I am certainly not letting such a troubled crap staying like him move in. Either you find someone else to move in with you, or I'll do it for you. Understand that Zoe from downstairs is in need of a roommate. Well, my friend TK needs an upgrade. I understand they live on the south end of town. That crap hole? Jeez, I can imagine so. Well, if they're up for it, have them call me tomorrow, and we'll get something arranged, okay? If I'm not too busy, that is. I will, thanks, Mr. Williams. The man doesn't say anything as he takes his leave, gently closing the door behind him. Man, who split in his 5-year-old meal? Could this day get any worse? I half walking over towards the sofa and flopping myself down. I keep quiet, looking over towards the TV screen that was in front of me. Lucy and I were supposed to have a night in, actually hang out for the first time since we've been roommates. Now I can't. YB comes over and sits down next to me, wrapping one arm around my shoulder and tugging me close against him. This place is making you depressed, darling. Why don't you stay with me tonight? Help you get your mind off things. I suppose so. I never actually saw your place. Darling, trust me, the moment you see it, you won't want to leave, and if you try, I'll just have to tie you down and make you stay. Are you joking? He's a stalker, do you think he's joking? You want to find out? Sure. I say with a hesitant tone, I have a gut feeling that this is a bad idea. But after everything that happened today, I need a distraction. A smirk curls on YB's face as he stands up from the sofa, extending his hand to me and helping me off the sofa. So bold, I like it. I swear, I feel my heart getting caught in my throat as I realize what I'm getting into. The man takes my hand and leads me out of my apartment. I go with my stalker. That's already told me he's my stalker. Waiting parked in the curb is a worn-down looking gray van. Its windows darkly tinted on the side. All it needs is a free candy sign, and it's good to have several people to report it. YB opens the van door to me, helping me inside before closing it shut. Inside isn't too bad. He keeps it decently clean with a collection of scented pine trees on the rearview mirror and an ashtray filled with air exchange. Buckle up, it's gonna be a long ride. How far? About 3 hours. 3 hours? It's driving 3 hours to stalk me. I live very far away from here, just as I like it, but oh, so far from you. That's okay. The gas money is worth seeing you every day. Okay. That is all I can whisper, feeling myself sink more into my seat as it continues to drive. Dear God, I'm trapped in this van with my stalker. What have I got myself into? The stalker that already told me he was a stalker before I got in the car. And I still got in the van with him. What's this? YB doesn't spawn. Simply reaching over to close the glove box. Back up. An unimportant item. Related to an important event involving an important person. I couldn't dwell on it. Unimportant? What do you mean? Wait. Was it you? YB doesn't spawn. His voice. His eyes more focused on the road. Did you kill Lucy? YB sighs. I told you not to dwell on it. I'll be fine.
Go ahead and sleep for the rest of the trip. We'll be home soon.
I already said it was all. So if you like my content, subscribe, what do, help out, and comment down below. I'll see you guys next time because still currently cannot record day 4. When I officially can, I'll record day 4.